Alright, by now many of you seen my Elden Ring Ultimate Power Start, where I show you how to get enough smithing stones to make a plus 16 weapon and much more within the first 3 hours of the game. What, you haven't seen that yet? Simply go to my Major Slack videos homepage and you see part 1 playing right there. Yo, my name is Major Slack and welcome to my Elden Ring Ultimate Power Start in this 5. Or you can click on the playlist here and browse through all 5 parts. Now, after presumably completing the Ultimate Power Start, somebody posted a comment in part 5 saying, "What do I do now?" Well, for starters, you can make a plus 17 Greatsword. Yes, you heard me correctly. A plus 17 Greatsword. Add in some Golden Vow, a dash of Flame grant me strength, a fine assortment of Ashes of War and Talismans. Mix it all together with some patented Major Slack strategery, and you get what I'm going to call
the heavy hitter build.
What can it do, Slack? What can it do? This level 38 early game starter build can do this. And this. And this. And this. And don't forget this. And how about a little bit of this? And this.
Thou art passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
No way. Way? I want one. Can't have it. I'm kidding. Okay, here's how you can make your own heavy hitter build. Okay, all you have to do is run through my Ultimate Power Start as the Vagabond. If you already ran through the Ultimate Power Start as another character, don't worry about it. But the Vagabond is the best for this heavy hitter build because the Vagabond starts out with the most vigor out of all the characters. And you're going to be running pretty much as the glass cannon for the first little while after the build is complete. So you want a character that has the most vigor. But if you already went through the Power Start as another character, don't worry about it. Alright? And that's it. Everything you need to know to create the heavy hitter build is going to be in this one video. One extra long 75-minute video. Alright? So everybody got their Ultimate Power Start completed? That's it. Let's get down to business. Roll the intro.
Major Slack videos.
Alright, we got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get right to it. I'm going to do this as a live running commentary because it'll be a lot easier to explain everything, but I don't want my live commentary to slow anything down, so I'm just going to cut the chatter and get right to the matter. Alright, let's get to it. If you have any fire pots, stash them. Leveling up. You need Mind at 16. Strength at 26, Dexterity at 14, and Faith at 15. Alright, once again, Mind 16, Strength 26, Dexterity 14, and Faith at 15. Let's go buy a dagger and a longbow. If you're playing as a samurai, you already have a longbow. Dagger, longbow. Now let's give him the bell bearing. Now we can buy as many smithing stones 3 and 4 as we like. 3, 4. Not now. Next. How's it get your loadout ready to go? Dump that dagger in the first slot. For now, let's just put the Lordsworn's Greatsword in the second slot with the Gravitas Ash of War on it, and let's put the Golden Vow Ash of War on the dagger. Right, Golden Vow, Sacred Affinity, done and done. Next, let's go get the Greatsword. Greatsword can be found right near Rotview Balcony. This is at the west end of Caelid, right there. We've been there before. Rotview Balcony. Alright, before you get underway, make a sleep pot. Get that ready to go. Get your wolves ready to go. Point to the east. Make sure it's daytime. Okay, and we're going to ride straight past that gnarly tree there. Ride past on the left side. Towards the east. Keep riding generally in easterly direction along the edge of this cliff here. Basically aim towards that tower up there. You can hop off your horse right over here and take a little look-see. The Greatsword is in that carriage. These two dogs here may or may not see you. I have it many times just simply walked in and grabbed the Greatsword. Other times, they see me. I don't know what the criteria is. Also, with that big bird straight over there, he's the biggest problem. Sometimes he sees you. To make sure that absolutely everybody can get the Greatsword guaranteed, follow my instructions. Go towards this gap in the stone fence here, in sneak mode. Turn generally towards the tree, and watch that bird, and watch the dogs on your left, but mostly the bird. Pause here to make sure the bird didn't get excited. Then you're going to sneak up behind him and throw a sleep pot at him. 99, motherfucker. And while we're here, you might as well rush in and grab a rune arc. Okay, you got 1 minute now. Those are just some explosive bolts over there. And rush back. Hop off your horse and quickly grab the Greatsword. Got it? Back to the round table. Whoops. Yeah. Get out of there like you just made a jailbreak. Okay, so we got a Greatsword on board. Let's test our equipment load. Let's put on the Longbow and the Greatsword. Okay, so Sacred Dagger, Longbow, Greatsword, and either the Beast Crest Heater Shield or the Inverted Hawk Heater Shield. And the Axe Talisman. Try rolling. We're fat rolling. That's no good. We gotta lose something. We gotta lose a little weight. Off go the pants. We're good. Okay, let's go upgrade the Greatsword. See, this is why I always play as a female character. Because I can't stand staring at a bare ass. Okay, Greatsword up to plus 16. And Longbow up as high as it can go. Probably plus 7. There we go. Longbow plus 7. Greatsword plus 16 and Longbow plus 7. Alright. Having done that, let's go back to Rotview Balcony. At Rotview Balcony, this time you're going to point to the southwest. Zoom in on your map. Find Gale Tunnel. Then you're going to find these 3 little dips. See this dip number 1, dip number 2, and dip number 3 below that. You're going to put a beacon right at the bottom of dip number 3. Boom, right there. That's where we're going. But for now, head to the southwest, past this little shack here, and you're going to cut to the left when you get to the cliffs. Cut to the left. Double jump up here. Double jump. And head generally towards the beacon. There's going to be a big dog on our left. If you pass close enough, you'll get him fighting the soldiers. So just pass right beside this rock here. Don't get too close, otherwise he'll chase you. And he'll start fighting the soldiers and you earn a free 1,000 runes. See, he's fighting the soldiers now. Okay, go to your beacon, and this is Fort Gale North. Hop off. just discovered. Don't rest because the dog will reset. And put on your greatsword. See this little branch here that my sword is pointing at? You're watching that, and you park yourself right in front of these two roots in the ground right here, and you're waiting for an invisible scarab to come by. When he passes by that little branch there, you're gonna let fly with your... we got the wrong... I should have put gravitas on it. Actually, here it comes too. He passed by. Okay, we can get it with this one. Meanwhile, that dog is dead. And all the soldiers, we earned an extra 1,000 runes just like that. Okay, same dealio here. Anything with gravitas on it, either your greatsword or your longsword's greatsword, stand right here. Wait for the little teardrop scarab to go around. He's going to pass by the little branch right about there. You're going to let fly. Here it comes. Here it comes. He passes by. Let it fly. Boom. And you got yourself Flame of the Redmanes. Going to slap that on the greatsword. Fire affinity. Okay. This is your new weapon. Learn it, love it. For now, you're gonna have to two-hand it. Next, let's get rid of this beacon here. Zoom out. Yeah, hold it in two hands because we don't have enough strength to wield it one hand yet. We're gonna fix that before the video's done. Go to Agio Lake South. Agio Lake South. Point yourself towards the Erd Tree. Watch out for the horsemen galloping along the road there. And just basically gallop straight towards the minor Erd Tree. Not the giant Erd Tree, but the minor Erd Tree. So you can get up on these cliffs here. We are going to Waypoint Ruins. Okay, so once you get up in the cliffs, turn generally to the north and you're going to gallop through this graveyard here, which we already looted earlier. Forget about the wolves. Here is Waypoint Ruins. Right up on the left side. Hop off your horse right about here. Duck in. And down the stairs. Get to the bottom of the stairs before that flower rain crap starts raining down on you. Okay. Get ready by loading up some fire pots and make as many as you can. 3 or 4 would be nice. And make sure your dogs are ready to go. Got your Lord Sworn's Greatsword ready to go. And as soon as we get in, cast the wolves. Out they go. Block with your Greatsword. And do a guard counter. As soon as he hits you, do a guard counter. Back off. When he turns his back to you, throw a fire pot, like right about now. Whoop, watch it now. And there we go. Back off. Rinse and repeat. If he comes at you, do a guard counter again. And here he comes. He's coming at me. Guard counter. And down he goes. That easy. Earn some extra scratch. And Bob's your uncle. Alternatively, you could just throw all 3 fire pots at him, but make sure his back is turned. Otherwise, the fire pots won't do much damage. Once you have done that, go in here and talk to Selene. Let's just jam through her dialogue. We are here to get the Glintstone Arc spell.
Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
Buy the Glintstone Arc spell. Don't worry about it if you can't cast it. We're going to fix that momentarily. Memorize spell. Take those 2 out. Put in Glintstone Arc. Equipment. Put on America's Scar Seal. This will increase your intelligence enough to cast Glintstone Arc. Replace the Longbow with the Glintstone Staff, and we're going underground, okay, to this set of grates which we already discovered earlier, Shiafra Riverbank. Glintstone Arc, and this particular place I'm going to show you is the easiest and fastest way to farm thin beast bones, which we're going to need to make fire arrows. Just going to do this 3 times. Go to this pillar here, target these guys, wait for them all to group up, push forward, Glintstone Arc, spam, spam. Easiest way to get thin beast bones. Okay, I'm just going to kick in fast track slack, and I'll see you on the flip side. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Alright, just do that a few times and check to see that you've got 12 to 15 thin beast bones. Done? Next, going up to below the well. Shouldn't take you too long, just a few minutes. It only took me 3 tries. At below the well, this is the best place to farm Flight Pinion. Target these 2 birdies here, Glintstone Arc. Whack them. We want 5. And there's 4 more here. Target the middle one. If you're lucky, the other one will take flight. Don't worry about it. And you're looking for 5 Flight Pinion. I got 7. Mission accomplished. Next, going to the first steps out of Grace. Point to the west. And we're going to gallop down to the coast. Look for the 2 birds. I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I've always noticed that whenever you see 2 birds, it indicates that it's a safe place to drop off a cliff. I've always noticed that. Okay, just follow my route right down here to the beach. Look around here underneath the bridge, and you're going to find a merchant. Make sure you grab these smoldering butterflies. And from this merchant, you're going to buy Armorer's Cookbook 2. 1, please.
Well, be on your way.
Make sure you can get back here easily. Gallop to the northwest, down the beach, and we're going to drop into Coastal Cave. Plus we can get some more smoldering butterflies from that guy. And here, there's Bob, whom we met earlier. Discover the site of Grace. Have a rest to reset the game. And let's just gallop back and get some more smoldering butterfly. Grab those. Very good. Next is Stormhill Shack. Stormhill Shack. We're going after the Arrow's Reach Talisman. Okay, Greatsword up and running. 2-hand the sucker. Flame of the Redmanes. Basically going to ride down the road. Ignore the wolves. Straight down the road. Just ignore them, go past the golden tree. And you're going to ride along the cliff. Great place to farm some thin beast bones. Just a whack ton of sheep here, if you so desire. But the place I showed you earlier is faster. As far as thin beast bones per minute, I think the one that I showed you with the Glintstone Arc down in Shiafra, fastest way to farm thin beast bones. This is where we're going right here. But first you want to take out these wolves up top. because you don't want them in the mix. Flame of the Redmanes, instant kill. Flame of the Redmanes, instant kill. And there's one more down below. Make sure you take out these 3 wolves. Alright, having done that, get your sneak on. Get in the bushes. Scope out this bad boy patrolling here. That Cadence Sword right there. You don't want to go head to head with him. We're going to sneak up and do a sneak attack. Okay, wait till he turns around. You're going to park yourself right here. Tuck yourself right here, get in sneak mode, wait for him to come out. He comes out, turns around, we're going to get behind him. Sneak attack, instant kill. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. He turns around. Lock on. Attack. Instant kill. Sneak attack. Down he goes. Now you can go down here and just roll through these barrels and roll back and see if anybody got excited inside. If not, switch over to your... Whoop. If they're not excited before they're excited now. Have the wrong weapon. Let's slap on the longbow. Switch over to the longbow. Back down we go. And you're going to make some fire arrows. Make 50 if you can. 40 will do. Even 30. But 50 would be nice. Sneak up on the left side here. Headshot, mighty shot, instant kill. Switch over to the Greatsword, 2-hand it. And whack this guy. Done and done. And grab yourself any goodies that he might have dropped in from this chest. Get yourself the Arrows Reach Talisman. Okay, you're going to hook that up right away. Arrows Reach Talisman. Done and done. Now we're going to Murkwater Coast. And now we're going after Banished Knight Engvall. One of the best early game Spirit Ashes you can have. Total tank. And we're going to put those 5 Ghost Glovers to use. So just drop off this cliff just like I'm doing here. Grab these 2 mushrooms, hook around. Grab the poison bloom, hook around. Go to the north past the Spirit Spring. Grab any mushrooms you see on the way. And you're generally going down the canyon towards the northwest. You're going to find this door right here. Open it up. And this is Murkwater Catacombs. Let's take a little pause for the cause, and then we're going to plow through this little complex here. Okay, and I just want to make sure everything is in order with Wondrous Physic. You want Strength, not Crystal Tier, and Spiked Cracked Tier. That's good. Flasks. Let's go 7 and 3. And that is good. Anything else? Spells. We don't really need that anymore, but it doesn't matter. And everything else is good. Alright. Switch over to the bow. Actually, switch over to your dagger. Cast Golden Bow. Over to the longbow. This place is full of imps. You should be able to one-shot them if you aim for the head. Mighty shot. As long as you preload with Golden Bow. There's another one. Aim for the head. Switch over to your Greatsword and just whack this guy. Get this Grave Glove right here. That's important. There's another one here. As long as you're quick enough, the Golden Vow should be still in effect. Don't go right to the bottom of the stairs. Just before the bottom of the stairs. Aim at these guys. Headshot. Should be an instant kill. And hopefully we still got... Yes, we do. Gravitas on the Lord's Horns Greatsword, 2-handed. There's another imp hiding around the corner here. Let's just get to the left corner here. Cast Gravitas right about now. Knocks him out. Critical hit. Have a little drinky poo if you got dinged up a little bit. Grab some root resin and hit the boss door lever. That'll open up the boss door. That heavy door is open and the boss door is down that way. Don't go there yet. We have a little business to take care of back at the round table with our Grey Blubbert. This is important. Okay, so out you go to the round table, and we're going to pay a little visit to Rodrika and bump up our wolves to +1. That'll give them just enough gas in the tank for them to survive the boss fight.
Greetings. Are you here for...
Alright, wolves to +1, and Bob's your uncle. Back to Murkwater Catacombs. Here's the procedure with the boss. We're going to cast the wolves, and then basically look for an opportunity to do a charge attack. And it's the same thing here. Have to take care of these imps. Golden Vow, switch to the Longbow. Aim at their head, headshot. Instant kill. Same thing with that guy. Instant kill. Two-hand the sword, whack him. And I had the wrong sword hooked up. Make sure you got the right sword hooked up. Slack, bad, slack. Who's a bad slack? Okay, we got the great sword hooked up. And the two imps down at the end, you don't have to worry about them. We can just sneak by them. Down here, if you're fast enough, your Golden Vow should be still in effect. Longbow. Don't go to the bottom of the stairs. Just before the bottom. Headshot. Mighty shot. Instant kill. Headshot. Mighty shot. Instant kill. Put on your Greatsword to hand the sucker. Watch out for the trap here. You're going to go just past here. Get to the middle of the room. Turn around. Lock on. Whack this guy. Instant kill. Good. Next. Oh yeah, don't forget this. Refill FP. Refill HP. Alright. In we go. Out go the wolves. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. And you're going to run over here. Run around the perimeter. And you're trying to get away from this guy. So get behind posts or whatever you can to shake him off your trail. Once the wolves have engaged with him. Keep running behind posts and he'll eventually engage. And then just lock on. And do Flame of the Redmanes. Back away. Get the wolves to engage him again. Back away. Get the wolves to engage again. And that's all there is to it. Flame of the Redmanes. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right. And you got yourself a total tank Banished Knight Engvall. Thank you very much. And we should be able to fast travel out of here. Back to the round table. Now, in your ultimate power start, everybody collected 1. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghost Glovewort 5. 1 through 5. So we can improve Banished Knight Engvall all the way up to +5.
Greetings.
Let's do that right now.
Here for...
This bad boy right here. As much as you can afford. Should be able to do it all. There we go. +5. Now you got yourself a tank. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right. Alright, now we want to get the Longbow up to +12. We could just buy, you could go farming and buy enough smithing stones to do that, or we can go to for now just go to East Raylacaria Gate. I'm trying to think of the place we're going to. I'll think of it as I'm fast traveling. It's called Raylacaria Crystal Tunnel. In there is a whole bunch of smithing stones 3. So here we are at East Raylacaria Gate, and Raylacaria Crystal Tunnel is right here. See this orange circle right there? Put a beacon there. You're going to save a lot of money plowing through this this complex here. Get a lot of smithing stones and earn some money. See this pillar right here? You're going to jump off the left side, jump, and another jump, and this will land you right on top of a spirit spring. Make sure you do that second jump, otherwise you might slide down the side of the mountain and the game for some reason registers as a kill sometimes. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure you do a double jump. And we'll go straight to the beacon. And we're going to plow through a Lucaria crystal tunnel. I'll just grab this. On the way down, you could drop off here, but it's just a bunch of cracked crystal. That's kind of a waste of time. Just doing that just for posterity, because somebody will say, you missed a secret tunnel on the way down. I always skip it. It's not worth it. Alright, and here we are in Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. Let's have a rest and get ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's throw in a little bit of extra health on our flasks. Let's go 4 and 6. And I just want to double check. Wondrous Physic, Strength Knot, and Spiked Crack. That's good. Everything else is as it should be. Alright, if I don't have time to comment, I'll just do exactly what I'm doing. Most of these guys we could take out with just like a regular attack. Except for the ones patrolling that have like staves. Some of those you may want to throw a flame in the Redmanes at. Alright, quickly now. I'm going to forget about all the cracked crystal. I'm not going to farm the cracked crystal. It's just going to slow us down. Out here, don't dawdle. If you get out here quick enough, you get right behind this guy patrolling on the left. See that guy right there? He's the most dangerous one. Get behind him. Critical hit. Bob's your uncle. These guys never notice you. They'll just go on working. Okay, grab a smithing stone too, and right on over here. Done. Okay, we got to get up there. This is a series of dangerous jumps. If you don't want to do this, you can skip it. What you're missing out on is, I got to do your step. What you're missing out on is a smithing stone 3 and a somber smithing stone 3. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Basically, you're going to aim for the wall. See, my sword is pointing right there. That way, if you overshoot, you hit the wall. Alley-oop. Make sure you hold down the jump button all the way through the jump. That way, you get a little bit extra jump. Same here. Aim for the wall. Here, you're going to go off this broken bit here and jump over the shortest part. Hold down, and you should make it. And this is the trickiest one. Once again, I like to aim towards the wall. There we go. Okay. This is an easy one. Jump over the shortest part. And there we go. This elevator is broken. Contraption doesn't move. We have to set the elevator downstairs. Let me get my sneak on and assess the situation here. As soon as I see what's in here, I'm going to remember this strategy. Yep, now I remember. Do a sneak attack on... Whoops. Fuck. Sneak attack on this guy. So as to not attract any attention. Make sure that nobody's noticed. Okay, you just want to roll through this debris here. Okay, now, see where my sword is pointing right there? We're going to jump right there, target this guy, flame in the Redmanes, that'll kill them both and run back up the stairs quickly before the... There, whoop! Boom, flame in the Redmanes. Kills them both. Quickly run up the stairs because there's going to be a guy there shooting out all this magic crap and that could do a lot of damage. All the way back. Flip around, get your sneak on, we're going to double back and see what he's up to. Here he comes. Best way to take him out is just like when he gets about halfway up the stairs, just shoot Flame and the Redmanes at him. Or you could throw a fire pot at him. Well, why waste a fire pot? There you go. See, instant kill. This guy we could just whack. Don't waste any FP. Oh, forgot about this guy. And he's got glowing eyes. He's gonna give up extra loot, extra money. Thankfully, they move pretty slow. We got it now. Mission accomplished. Alright, get the goodies here. And over here. In this little cave to the south. Nobody's in here. Smithing stone there. And a smithing stone there. Okay, so we're collecting lots of threes. I'll show you, I'll do an inventory at the end. Alright, pushing to the north here. Let me just do a quick run around and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it looks good. Secret tunnel on halfway down on the left side here. This is worth going for. Yep. All the way down to the tunnel. We're going to cut to the left when we get to the end. It's not your typical secret tunnel. And we'll get a somber 2 here. Don't go back. Up here. This is a perfect spot to ambush these two guys. Down there patrolling. They're going to give you a hard time once you get down there. Let's throw in a little golden bow. That guy there and that guy there. You want to take these guys out from up here. Mighty shot. He's a little too close. Let's work on this guy. Oh, come on, game. There we go. And first shot always staggers them, and you should be able to get another mighty shot. I hate when the game does that. It's like they lean back so far. Okay, so once you got those two guys down, you're good to go. Now we can go down there. Watch it now. Do a running jump off that side. Not a sprinting jump, a running jump. A sprinting jump will send you too far and you may bounce into the wall and bounce off it. Down here. And these guys are all just like... whack and loot. Give one there. Give one there. Give one here. And Now we're into Marionette country. What you want to do is, once again, Golden Vow. Get your bow up. We're going to run in, just past this line here, run out. This will get a guy to come out of that room there. Wait for him. Here he comes. Lock on. Mighty shot. As soon as you hit him, lock off, run straight across here. Because he's got his own ranged attack and he won't be able to go this far. And then you can cut over here, lock on, finish him off. Done and done. Greatsword, two-handed, back across you go. Who loves you? Slack loves us. That's right, Slack loves you. Alright, here it gets a little hairy. Watch out for marionettes hanging on the walls here. There's two up there. You can actually get them with Flame of the Redmanes. Lock on, right about here. Flame of the Redmanes. And dodge back just in case there's any. Should be an instant kill. Got a short bow, how about that? And I don't think there's anybody in here, but you should always peek in and look up to make sure and get some goodies in here. We're good to go. Next. Okay, two guys in here, one guy hanging up on the wall right up there as soon as you get in. You can actually do Flame of the Redmanes on this guy, the center guy right here. Don't go too far in. There we go. Same thing on the other guy. Once again, don't go too far in. And then turn around and get this guy. Yeah, trying to ambush me, eh? Yeah. Got to get that pretty early in the morning to put one over on the slacks and get yourself a crystal knife. And Bob's your uncle. Next. That's clear. This is clear. Okay, a whole bunch of enemy activity up ahead. Once again, let me just go in, and as soon as I see everybody, it's going to remind me of this strategy. This guy, Flame of the Redmanes from up here. Actually, good old fire pot would do nicely. There you go, a few fire pots take care of all those guys. It's going to be a guy patrolling out quickly. Don't forget, fire pots scale with strength, so we're getting a lot of extra damage out of our fire pots. These guys you can just whack. Okay, and see this guy patrolling back and forth? He's just like kind of like spasmodic patrolling back and forth. You just got to time it when he comes out and then goes back. You're going to rush forward, get on top of that rock there, wait for him to come back, Flame of the Redmanes, and Bob's your uncle. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and... Okay, make sure you get close enough to do him in before he throws that magic crap at you. And a bonanza of smithing stones here, and two more down here. Okay, and I believe that's it. At this point, let's do an inventory. You should have 11 smithing stones, 3. This is exactly what we need to get our longbow up to +9. And then all we have to do is buy some smithing stones 4 back at base, and we got our longbow up to +12. So mission accomplished. Saved a ton of money there. There's a Shatter Earth sorcery in here, in case you're interested. There we go. And there's a guy up here I always forget about. Let's see, where this guy right here, yeah. He always takes me by surprise. Okay, and that's this area done. That's it, that just leaves the boss fight. Don't forget to jump off here. Grab yourself a somber smithing stone 3. Running jump off the left side. Not a sprinting jump, running jump. That'll land you perfectly here, and then just drop down. It's always the same routine when you go to secret tunnels. A running jump and then a drop off. And I believe I forgot to activate that elevator. Yeah. Doesn't matter, we're not coming back here. Boss fight! Get Banished Knight Engvall ready to go. He's gonna do all the heavy lifting. To refill. Gonna go in, cast him out. That's gonna use up all your FP. Refill FP. Golden Bow. Switch over your Greatsword two-handed, and just gonna wait for an opportune time to do a running jump attack. And roll away. Keep your distance though. Don't worry, spanking can last a long time. Sometimes he knocks her out on his own. Take your time. Got her. There we go. He's got like this heavy armor that oops, I forgot to take my gold pickle foul foot. Alright, that's no biggie. Yeah, she's got this like this heavy armor, you have to break it. As soon as you break that, it typically breaks her stance. And that's it. We're good to go. Let's get the F out of Dodge. And buy enough. Also, we earned the Miner's Bell bearing for that, eh? So now we can buy as many smithing stones 1 and 2 as we like. So offer that up. There we go, so we can buy 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, unlimited. Only limited by our money. Alright, to bring our longbow up to plus 12, we need nine 4s. We got lots of money. That'll do her.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arm.
Longbow, plus 8, plus 9, plus 10, plus 11, plus 12. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we got our kick-ass plus 16 Greatsword, and we got our backup plus 12 Longbow. Let's go get the final piece of the puzzle. Flame, grant me strength, and this could be had at Fort Gale. We are now ready for Fort Gale. We were at Fort Gale North previously. Let's go back there now. Alright, let's have a little rest. Okay, first thing we're going to do is wait till daytime, and then this is going to be a medium risk activity. So let's adjust our flasks accordingly. 5 and 5. We are going after the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. This will give us plus 20% physical damage and plus 20% fire damage. It is in Fort Gale, behind the back, guarded by 2 flame chariots. What you want to do is climb up on the branch just like that, just like it did. and then gallop in. If I don't have time to do commentary, just do exactly what I'm doing. I don't want the live commentary to slow me down. Alright? Gallop right in, go straight towards the stairs. Over here, there's a knight raining down arrows upon you. Up here, you're going to get off your horse, quickly go around the corner, roll through these barrels. Roll through the barrels, get in the corner, jump up in the corner here, and guard with your sword up like that. And you'll take very little damage. And wait till that knight basically has the rain of arrows, Ash of War, and he's raining magic arrows down. He's calmed down, so go into sneak mode and go around the corner here. It's going to be a two-step operation. First step is to get the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. Go around the corner here, tuck yourself in the corner, backstab this guy, and he goes. Switch over to your bow, and there is the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. What we want to do is create a diversion with Banished Knight Engvall, and then shoot one of these guys. Get on your horse and wait for an opportune moment to grab that. When these two flame chariots are fully busy and are away or have their backs to that incantation. Let's go now. And run. Okay, just like that. And leave Banished Knight Engvall on his own. Sometimes he disengages. Go around the corner here. Switch over to your Sword Golden Bow for a little bit of extra sauce. Switch over to your Greatsword two-handed, and we're going to take out this guy here. We got to get out of combat. Down he goes. And this guy, make sure you got your Axe Talisman ready to go. You're going to get behind him. Backstab. Charge attack. Backstab. Charge attack right after. That'll kill him. Typically, it knocks or sends Banished Knight Engvall over the side. Now he's engaged with those guys down there, and we're going to have to wait till he finishes before we can go back to the side of Grace. If the guy comes up here, Flame Grant Me Strength. Strike that. Flame in the Redmanes, and take care of him. And you keep testing your map to see if you can take off. Other than that, just waiting for Banished Knight Engvall to die. He'll eventually die. He'll also earn you a lot of money. And there you went. And back to Fort Gale North. Now we have the Flame Grant Me Strength incantation. Let's put it on. Memorize spell. Get rid of this. Flame Grant Me Strength, and put Flame Cleanse Me in the other slot. Okay, so let's rearrange our loadout. Get everything happening. Replace the Longbow with the seal so we can cast those incantations, and put the Longbow in your left hand. Alright? So total weapon mass here. Filling up our equipment load with the weapons is one thing I've always wondered why we should be doing. I mean, armor eats up half your equipment load, and it ain't worth a damn in Elden Ring, so, you know, I'm always in favor of, whenever possible, just loading up your equipment with weapons. As a matter of convenience. Right, so we're going back to the scene of the crime. Exact same routine. Up the stairs. Hop off the horse when you get to the top of the stairs. Go around the corner. Roll through the barrels. Get in the corner like this. Block. Wait for everything to calm down. Not only does this block, but it also makes you a really skinny target, like vertically. So it makes it really hard for that rain of arrows to hit you. It looks like it's calmed down now. Now we're going after the Starscourge Heirloom, which will give us +5 strength. It's a talisman. And with that, it'll bump up our strength to 31, at which point we can hold the shield and the Greatsword at the same time. So up here, there's an Elder Lion down there. Don't worry about him. Don't fuck with him and he won't fuck with you. Pardon my French. Hook up your Arrow's Reach Talisman. Golden Bow. Switch over to your seal. Flame grant me strength. Switch over to your bow. You're going to target this guy way over here. As long as you have your Arrow's Reach Talisman, and a headshot, mighty shot should be an instant kill. Greatsword, sneak across this beam here. You're going to get behind this guy and backstab him. Backstab, instant kill. And you can sneak out here and get these warming stones. They may be useful. Double back. Make sure you got at least one fire pod. I forgot to tell you that. Up here in this corner. Target this guy. Throw a fire pod at him. And just wait till the last minute as he approaches and do flame in the Redmanes. Wait now. Okay? Now there's a knight up in that tower there. Refill your FP. And you're going to go in the corner here. Sneak in the corner, roll in here, and tuck yourself in the corner. Peek out, and cast out Banished Knight Engvall. Refill FP. And you're going to wait for Banished Knight Engvall to engage this knight here. And then we're just going to flame in the Redmanes on him when there's an opportune moment. Make sure he's fully engaged with Banished Knight Engvall. Lock on. Guard up. And get ready to do flame in the Redmanes. Back off every time you do it. Down he goes. Quickly grab the Starscourge Heirloom. Quickly put it on. This will bump up your strength by 5. Now we have strength 31. That means we could properly wield the Greatsword. So now we can wield it in 2 hands and use our shield. Alright? Next is the Elder Lion. I'm going to make this jump across this gap here. Quickly open the gate. And Banished Knight Engvall is going to go down there. And you're going to do the same thing. He's going to engage. You're going to pop in, hold your shield up, and look for an opportune moment to do flame in the Redmanes, because he's susceptible to fire. Okay, let's go. Refill FP. Lock on. Shield up all the time. Get close. Flame in the Redmanes. Roll away. Stay away from him. Let Banished Knight Engvall do the heavy lifting. There we got him. Easy peasy. And you got yourself the Lion's Claw Ash of War. This is going to be part of our build. Grab yourself a Rune Arc. Up the ladder. Jump across this gap. And we're going to go back across the beam. Thank you very much, Banished Knight Engvall. It's been a slice. You've been honorably discharged. Back up here. What did I forget? The guitar. This isn't really part of the build, but you may want to grab this anyways. Okay, got the guitar. It's basically just this small... It's a fist weapon, to be exact. Where is it? Right here. Right? That's the guitar. That's what we picked up. Not part of this build, but you may want it. Alright. Now, Next up, Greatsword plus 17. Jump across this gap. Across the beam. Out to the very top. We got the Starscourge Heirloom. We got everything up here. Say goodbye to Banished Knight Engvall. And take this ladder up here. Take the Sending Gate. Waygate, whatever you want to call it. Beam me up, Scotty. I control your body, whatever. This will take you to Redmane Castle. There's Redmane Castle right there. Way down at the bottom of Caelid. Now, take this Sending Gate. This will take you right directly inside Redmane Castle. Typically, Redmane Castle is full of enemies. But since we already went to the Altus Plateau, it's temporarily kind of locked down, and the Radon Festival has begun. So we can basically run around. There's nothing happening here. Go in this little room here and activate the Site of Grace. And have a little rest. Now basically what we're going to do is we're going to begin the Radon Festival, but we're not going to do it. We just want to begin it so that we can gain access to a doorway behind. So you're going towards the north here, through this little archway, and you see my sword is now pointing at that guy right there up on the platform. We're gonna go talk to him.
The festival is nigh. General Radon, mighty.
Talky talk.
Good and prepared, young chum. The festival.
Just agree, say ready as they'll ever be. That's good. You're gonna get a cutscene if we just
Before we begin,
skip the cutscene. Now the Radon Festival has begun. He'll give you this gesture, and this doorway here will now be open. Previously it was not. Now it's open. Before you go up there, let's go get another Somber 5. Right here. Okay, got a Somber 5. Now everybody has enough resources to make 4 plus 5 weapons. 4 Somber 5 weapons. And let's go get a Smithing Stone 6. Which is now accessible in this church. Grab the Smithing Stone 6. At this point, everybody should have 2 Smithing Stone 6. If you follow the other walkthrough. My ultimate power start. Alright? Now, let's go up to Volcano Manor. In Volcano Manor, you're going to talk to this individual here. Let's just jam through her dialogue. She's going to give you, or rather invite you to join Volcano Manor. Join the Volcano Manor. And then she's going to give you the drawing room key. Once you got the drawing room key, you're free to go. Go around the corner. Hit up this door here. Open it using the drawing room key. Oh, and there's one more thing we should do before we go in there, and that is back down here to Lake... Nope. This one here. Liurnia Lakeshore. Okay? With the Nomadic Merchant. From this guy. Buy the lantern. Very important acquisition. Okay? And equip it. Alright, and back to Volcano Manor. Okay, and once again into this room that we just newly opened up. Grab the perfume bottle. In front of this painting right here. Just push towards it and you open up an invisible wall. Turn on your lantern. Two-hand your sword. Well, have to two-hand your sword once you get inside. And just do a running jump attack on this guy. And roll back. And you're going to look out for snails up on the ceiling. In here, let's get buffed. Golden Bow. Flame grant me strength. Sword, two-handed. Make sure you got the axe talisman ready to go. Sneak in. Charge attack. Should be able to wipe out 3, even all 4 of those snails. Grab this for what it's worth. And in here looking for snails on the ceiling, you can hit them with flame grant me strength. Hey, look up on the ceiling. Around the corner here, you should see one right here. Flame grant me strength. If you get poisoned, all you have to do is switch over to your seal and flame cleanse me, and that will cure you. All right. So if any of these guys poison you, that's a procedure. Work your way all the way to the end here. Grab the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 21, which will allow you to make alluring pots. Not that useful. And get the Depraved Perfumer Carmine. Anyways, this is another unique Spirit Ash. Costs a ton of FP to cast. I have no comment on that because I never used it before. But it seems like it would be good because they want a lot of FP. Back out here. And we're going down these stairs. Let's get buffed again. Golden Vow. Flame grant me strength. Sword, two-handed. And take your Flask of Wondrous Physical, which is loaded up with strength. The strength knot tier and the spiked crack tier. Sneak in here. Stick to the right side. You're going to sneak right up on this guy. You can't do a sneak attack, but you can do a charge attack. Should be an instant kill. Okay? And grab Bloodhound's Claws and the Fireproof Dried Liver. And in here to this location here. Have a rest. Open the doors. Okay, we are now in Volcano Manor. Extremely dangerous area. First thing you're going to do is put on your Arrow's Reach Talisman. And let's get buffed again. Golden Vow. Flame grant me strength. Bow. Lock onto this guy. Mighty shot until he's dead. Should take 5 or 6 shots. After the 5th shot, you have to wait for your stamina to recharge, and that's it. From this point, quickly jump on this roof down here, and jump right down here. You're gonna turn around and whack this guy here. Then, gonna jump down on this roof here. Whoop. Turn to the northwest, right here. Jump over, and down into this area here. And you're gonna make the jump across this lava to this thing here. Quickly grab the smithing stones and get the fuck out of Dodge. Back to the round table, pardon my French. And that's it. Now you have enough smithing stones to bump up your Greatsword to plus 17. Who loves you? Slack loves us. That's right. Slack loves you.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your arms.
Plus 17. Greatsword. Okay, for the final leg of the journey. We're gonna get ourselves an extra talisman slot because this switching back and forth stuff between talismans, that's gotta go. We're a weapon master, and this is all about convenience. Okay, so here we are at Stormhill Shack. Alright, everybody go to Stormhill Shack. Show you the map where that is. Alright. Oops. And we're simply going to ride up the road. Straight up this road here. Past these guys. Keeping an eye on the cliffs on your left side here. As soon as you can get up on these cliffs, do so. Up here. And then you're going to double back to the south. And follow the cliff's edge all the way up to this wall here. Cut to the right. Jump past any enemies that are coming after you, and you're looking for the hole here. Well, probably want to two-hand your sword. Go all the way up here. Turn around. Flame of the Redmanes on anybody that follows you. Typically those guys hang out there and hit up this side of Grace. And have a little pause for the cause. Alright, let's get ready for Margit the Fell. First thing you want to do is check to see how close you are to leveling up. We need about 1500 runes. Just as a quick reminder, you can always farm money at Farum Greatbridge. We've been there before. Go to Farum Greatbridge and just kill those vulgar militiamen. Each one is worth 1,000 runes. Alright, with your plus 17 Greatsword. And if you slap on the Lion's Claw, Ash of War, it's absolutely deadly. Up here, Lion's Claw. Heavy affinity. Two-handed. Looks like this. Go up to one of those vulgar militiamen. Lion's Claw. Instant kill. Instant 1,000 runes. There's one right there. It's best if you can sneak up behind him. Get close. Lion's Claw. Instant kill. 1,000 runes. Alright? So, that puts me just 400 runes short of leveling up. What you want to do is level up and have as little money as possible left over. So, here we are. Let's just check it out. I need about 400 runes. Maybe about 300 and change. So, let's say 400 runes. Now we have some junk stuff that we can sell off that we've collected along the way.
Well, I took you for dead. No matter to lay out your arm.
Namely, this stuff here that we got in Celly Crystal Tunnel. So let's sell 4 of these. And will that do it? Yep, that'll just leave us 19 runes. Okay, points into vigor, definitely. Alright, 19 runes left over. We can afford to throw that away. If you really want to be a cheapskate, go to the Church of Ella, kill a sheep, and buy an arrow. And that way you only be throwing away 4 runes. What the hell, let's do that anyways. Total cheapskate. Don't give the game nothing. Nothing. Just make sure I only kill 1 sheep. There we go. 5 runes.
Wait, well, you're back.
Buy an arrow. There we go. Only got 4 runes left. That's it. like that, we're going to Castleward Tunnel, and we're going to do the Margit the Fell boss fight to get an extra talisman slot. And I'm going to leave this in the trusty hands of Gamer Slack and Post-Production Slack, because they'll be able to explain a lot easier how to cakewalk through the Margit the Fell boss fight. Alright? So Gamer Slack and Post-Production Slack, it's all yours. Alright, Gamer Slack down there in the trenches behind the gun, and MC Dub Slack here in the rear of the gear on the microphone. First thing you want to do is put Flame of the Redmanes back on your Greatsword. Fire Affinity. Flask of Wondrous Physic, you want Strength Knot, Crystal Tear, and Spiked Cracked Tear. Flask, you can go 5 and 5. This doesn't really matter because we're going to kick his ass. All you need is enough FP to cast Banished Knight Engvall. Talismans, you want the Axe Talisman. And when you first face Margit the Fell, the door is open. You don't want this. No, as Gamer Slack is saying. So just go in, trigger the cutscene, you can skip it, and then just commit suicide by running off the side. Here I went to the back because I was trying to experiment with how to get the Lost Runes marker to appear outside the fog door. This didn't work. It's just a little bit of a field test. Don't worry about that. Just run off the side and commit suicide. And don't worry about the piddling little amount of runes you had. You know, just write it off as an income tax deduction, okay? Just don't worry about it, right? This will create the fog door start to Margit the Fell, which is important because it'll start you at the very back of Margit's arena instead of right in the middle. And this is me just getting rid of the beacon because I don't like beacons that distract me on the compass. Okay, so now we're going to run through the buffs that you do before entering the boss fight. And you could use Rajier to help you right here, okay? But don't, because that'll make the fight tougher and you'll earn less money. Alright, take your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Make sure you got a Gold Pickle Foulfoot ready to go. Cast Golden Vow. Cast Flame Grant Me Strength. Switch over to your sword. Two-hand the sword. Refill your FP. Enter and cast Banished Knight Engvall. And there's two scenarios that could happen. You're going to do the same thing each time. You're going to put up your sword and block. And this is the guard counter scenario. And I'm going to run through this again because this is happening a little too fast. So I'm going to show you some key moments in here. Okay. So basically you do a guard counter, look for a key moment to do a charge attack, and then finish him off with a critical hit. Okay, now that all went down a little too fast for me to comment. So let's run through it again. I'm going to break it down. Okay, here we go. After casting Banished Knight Engvall and refilling FP, block. Lock on and block. And see if he attacks you. If he attacks you, do a guard counter. See how much damage you can do? And just lock off and roll away. Now you're waiting for a key moment when you can attack him. Like right now, see he's doing a big leaping attack on Banished Knight Engvall. That's a long recovery time. This is a perfect time to rush up behind him and do a charge attack. Okay, so rush up, get behind him, charge attack, massive damage, knocks him out, go around, do a critical hit, and you skip the second phase. Didn't even allow him to get into the second phase. Okay? Typically, you can only do this if you can get a guard counter right away. So if he leaps at you right away, you're golden. Do a guard counter, do a lot of damage, lock off, run away, and look for a key moment to do a charge attack. Now, Margit the Fell may not cooperate. The first attack he does is completely random. He may come at you, or he may go after Banished Knight Engvall. So I'm going to show you what to do if he goes after Banished Knight Engvall. In either scenario, you're going to always start the exact same way. You're going to block. Okay, so let's do our buffs. Wondrous Physic. Golden Vow. Flame Grant Me Strength. Two-hand the sword. Refill FP. In you go, and put out Banished Knight Engvall. Refill FP, and block. And you're waiting to see what he does. If he does a couple of dagger like spits like that, he's probably not going to attack you. And see, in this situation, he didn't come at you, went after Banished Knight Engvall right away. In this situation, you're probably not going to be able to skip the second phase. So you're looking for a key moment to do a charge attack again. Like when he lifts up his sword, big sword like that, go for a charge attack. Once again, we're going to roll this again, slow it down, and so now this is the second phase. Big hammer attack, big yellow hammer attack, and you got to roll through it. And I'm going to run this again to show you the key moments. Because this, once again, it's all happening a little too fast. We're just kicking his ass too fast for me to be able to comment on it. Alright, so kick this ass. That's the second phase scenario. Okay, let's roll it again. I'm going to stop the video, add some key moments. Launcher's Physic. Golden Vow. Flame grant me strength. Two-hand your sword. Refill FP. Go in. Banish Night Angle. Refill FP and block. Lock on and block. And he did a couple of dagger spits, and I locked off, and I'm peeking around the corner. He's obviously going after Banished Night Angle, so probably won't be able to skip the second phase. Now we're looking for a big attack with the sword in his right hand, either a leaping attack or this big sweep like this. See that, like that? That's a perfect time once again to do a charge attack. Get behind him and do a charge attack. Okay, this has a long recovery time. Okay, so you're going to run up, get behind him, charge attack. This will kick him into second phase. So he always does the same thing. Big leaping hammer attack. Big yellow hammer. And you wait for this hang time. Right at the peak of his hammer attack, you're going to roll forward. And charge attack, because this also has a long recovery time. This will knock him out. Get in front, critical hit, and down he goes. And that's it. Okay, so those are the two main scenarios that will happen. Either he leaps at you right away, you could do a guard counter, you can skip the second phase, or he doesn't leap at you right away, and this is what happens. Alright, so that is how to kick Margit the Fell's ass. Completely broken down, step by step. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right, Slack loves you. Okay, a couple of final notes. First of all, I forgot to mention, during the Margit the Fell boss fight, you should immediately after beating him, take your gold pickled foul foot to earn 30% extra runes. So that'll get you like 15,000 runes instead of 12,000 runes. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the whole point of doing the Margit the Fell boss fight right away is to get an extra talisman slot. Alright, so now you have a lot more options at your disposal. Now, you can put on the Starscourge Heirloom, which will allow you to one-hand the Greatsword, and you can put another talisman of your choice. For example, either the Arrow's Reach Talisman, depending on what you're doing, or the Axe Talisman. Alright, so it just gives you a lot more options having two talisman slots. And now, obviously, you're on your own. What should you do now? Definitely level up Vigor. Alright, you're running as a glass cannon, so I would level up Vigor to at least 20 to increase your HP. And then I'd start working on Strength to increase the damage on your sword. Speaking of damage on your sword, you see me go two ways with this. You could put either the Flame of the Redmanes on it with the fire affinity. As you can see, this does 642 damage. This is my preferred default. So when you're just roaming around, just whacking away at enemies, this will give you the most damage on your sword. If you go, oh, I'm fat rolling now. I'm heavy loaded. That's another thing too. Strike that. The first thing you want to do is put 1 point into endurance. Because now with the extra talisman, that was just enough to put us into heavy load, as you can see. Yeah, I forgot about that. See, with the extra talisman, that was just enough to put us in heavy load. So the first thing you want to do, put 1 point into endurance to increase your equipment load, and that way you'll be back in medium load. Just for demonstrational purposes. That's assuming that you're following this walkthrough as a vagabond. Your mileage may vary if you use another character. Alright, so now I'm back into medium load. Alright, and as far as Ashes of War. If you're going after a fast-moving enemy, like a mounted enemy, like for example the Tree Sentinel, I would go with the Lion's Claw and Heavy Affinity. Two-hand the sword. Now, if you see the damage numbers here, this is only 534 damage. This is why I prefer the Flame of the Redmanes Ash of War for just like what I call everyday grinding. Alright, this is only 534 damage, so if you're just around, swinging around, you're going to do more damage if you have Flame of the Redmanes. And there's another advantage that Flame of the Redmanes has as well. is let's just slap that on. Flame of the Redmanes, Fire Affinity, two-hand the sword, and as you can see, we're doing 642 damage instead of 534, 543, yeah, so almost 100 more damage. So I prefer that, but it's your call. Don't underestimate Flame of the Redmanes. Let's go to gate front. Just want to show you something here. This is a great crowd control skill. Here we are at the gate front. You know what happens when you alert this guy? This guy right here. He blows his horn, and then everybody and their monkey's uncle comes after you. This is a scenario that you typically do not want, but when you got Flame of the Redmanes and you got your Greatsword, your heavy hitter build, you could just wipe out everybody easily with Flame of the Redmanes as they come at you. Okay, it's a great crowd control. It's fantastic. It has a good range, good spread. It's ridiculous. There you go. Gate front runes. Done. Oh, the carnage. Oh, the humanity. Do not underestimate Flame of the Redmanes. I know I railed against it at the beginning of my Samurai walkthrough because they reduced the poise damage in patch 1.08. They reduced the poise damage a lot, but this is a great Ash of War. Great for crowd control. Okay, I highly recommend this. So for your everyday grinding, yeah, I would go with Flame of the Redmanes. If you want to do like a leaping poise, like a leaping attack, go with the Lion's Claw. Does good poise damage, but I don't think it does as much poise damage as just say a straight charge attack with Flame of the Redmanes. I think this actually does more poise damage, and this just does massive damage when you do charge attacks, as you've seen in the intro and in the Margit the Fell, the boss fight. And that's about it. Good luck. Hey, this video took 4 or 5 days to produce. I'm not kidding, it was a lot of work. I'd appreciate it if you just pause the video and go down to the video description and click on my Patreon link and go over to my Patreon page and consider making a small donation. You can donate as little as $1, all right? $1, and Slack will be happy, and you will have the pleasure of keeping real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. Okay, so thanks a lot, I really appreciate it. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching, and hey, thumbs up for almost a 90-minute video. Hey, how about that? All right, all in one go. And hey, see you next time for some more Elden Ring.